Hello and welcome to episode 9 of our Let's Play for The Lord of the Rings. In the last episode we explored the caverns underneath Weathertop, and we also found a little bit of a message from Gandalf, so hopefully as we continue to the east we'll get some more news of whatever may have happened to him. So once you cross into the area where you'll enter a different screen, and then you'll find this river to the east, and you want to just proceed south along it until you come to a bridge. Although it is going to be a little bit of a walk. But we're looking for, like I said, the last bridge. And here it is. Upon the center of the bridge is a barrel, an elven stone. Aragorn says, "I will take it as a sign that we may pass the bridge, but beyond that I dare not keep to the road without some clear token." There's something of value here. Yeah, it's generally good advice not to be on any of the roads for very far in the lands between Rivendell and Bree, at least until we take care of the Black Riders. If you go underneath to the south of the bridge here, underneath the bridge is a statue of Gandalf. The statue seems to be pointing towards a hole. And you'll find a little secret cave underneath the bridge, and when you enter it you'll be attacked by a couple trolls here. Although in the last episode we faced a similar encounter with trolls and we came out of that okay, so we know we can this time as well. Though maybe Druin, I think Druin's pretty close to being knocked out actually. Yeah, he looks pretty low there. So we'll have to act quickly, I guess, so that doesn't happen. We got one there. Anyway, this would go by faster if we would all stop missing. Here we go. And those are the only enemies you will encounter in this cave, luckily. So yeah, you'll just want to keep following the path around and past these lakes, and there are two important rooms that we want to find in this cavern. There was one down to the south there, but that's not one of them. You can skip that one. Now this room to the west, if you enter it, you'll get the Luthien Word of Power again, but I'm not going to do that since most of our people have, 2 copies of that, so I don't think we'll be needing another one. But if you enter this room to the north, the trolls shun this cave. When all is quiet, you can discern the voice of an elven singer of long ago, singing a song of Baron One Hand, who cut the Silmaril from the iron crown of Morgoth. Speak his name in the tomb of his descendants. And you pick up the Baron Word of Power by doing that. I think only the Ring Bearer does. Let me just double check that. Yeah, I think so. Maybe the leader does as well. Nope, just the Ring Bearer. But yeah, so yeah, you'll just want to keep following this path out of the cave. Sorry, I kind of spaced out a little bit there. But keep following the path, and it winds around a bit to the north before we find the other way in and out of the cave, and that will put us in the Trollshaws on the eastern side of the last bridge once we come to it. I think here it is. Yep. And it kind of you just want to keep the down button pressed, since it kind of switches you in and out of the cave quickly if you just exit it. But you'll be out here. Out of nowhere the rain begins. There is no thunder, no lightning, just a constant depressing gray drizzle. But you'll just want to keep going to the east, and pretty soon we'll come to another cliff right here, and we'll see another cave entrance in it. The opening on the face of the south cliff is very narrow and covered by debris. You will need to pry it wider if you wish to enter the cave. Well, we can use that pry bar that we picked up from Sharky's shipping and do just that. Old bones, great empty jars, and broken pots litter the floor of this gloomy old cave. Surely this is a troll hole, if ever there was one of you comments. Let us leave and get away, now that we know who made the path outside. We better get off it quick. Nonetheless, there is something hidden among the bones. Well, we'll have to see what that is before we can exit the cave. Hopefully before any trolls come back. Hidden within the fastness of the troll cave is an elven scroll. You don't know how it got here, and you don't want to know. The scroll is battered and beaten, and mostly unreadable. The only surviving inscription refers to Rivendell. In Ladris's deeps beyond vintages lie. Well, once we get to Rivendell, we'll have to see if we can't figure out what that means. Keep going to the east again. It looks like we'll find 3 more trolls, so we'll have to take them out. With a sigh of relief, one of you notices an old bird's nest perched behind one troll's ear. No living troll would have such a decoration. These must then be the very 3 that were caught by Gandalf, quarreling over the right way to cook 13 dwarves and a hobbit. Now they are nothing but unliving stone. Yeah, in the one of the early chapters of The Hobbit, those trolls caught the dwarves, but luckily Gandalf was able to save the day, so our uncle was able to finish his journey. A chill wind whistles eerily through the rough stone pillars that ring the hilltop like a mouthful of broken fangs. Near the ring's center are rough stone pillars that ring the hilltop like a mouthful of broken fangs. Seems kind of weird and redundant. Near the ring's center, rough stones, tumbled here and there, form a crude marker. Perhaps someone long ago left something here, intending to return for it later, much like Bilbo buried his troll booty beneath a cairn of stone. Troll booty. Well, we'll just have to dig up whatever it is and see what we have here. You have found a huge sword of what must be immense magic power. Runes on the blade say Dolkarak, Olagumarth, Hill of Teeth, Troll's Doom. Sorry, I kind of butchered that probably. But you'll find a sword, so we'll want to take that. And then if you head to the east, right here, you'll find a riverbank. And if you go just south along it, you'll come to a ford pretty soon, right here. But we don't want to cross it quite yet. We just want to go back to the west, and we'll meet this elf along the road that we can actually recruit. If we had come from the east, we wouldn't have had the chance to recruit him. But I'm going to go ahead and trade him some weapons real quick. I'll give him the bow that we found in the old forest. And I'll give him some of that extra armor that we picked up while we were in Bree from the blacksmith. Chainmail and a shield. So now we can, he comes with sword and cloth armor, but we can get rid of those since he has the bow. And the other armor here. And we still don't want to cross the ford. We're going to double back, and if you crossed it now, you just get attacked by a Black Rider, but then you would ultimately have to do what we're going to have to do coming from the west. I'll try and explain that a little bit better once we trigger the next event. Probably didn't make a lot of sense. But if you come back around in a circle, basically, through the runes that we found the sword at, you hear the sound of horses' hooves approaching, yet it doesn't sound like a Black Rider's horse. You can hear the sound of bells. The shining figure calls out, Anna Vedui Dunedain Me Govanen. Sorry, kind of butchered that probably too. His speech and clear ringing voice leaves no doubt in your hearts. This is one of the elven folk. No others that dwelt in the wide world had voices so fair to hear. This is Glorfindel, who dwells in the House of Elrond, Strider says. And that's actually the elf we just recruited to our party. So if we had triggered this scene first, we wouldn't have been given the chance to recruit him. He'd show up on the top next to the horse there. Glorfindel explains that the elves from the Shire warned all elf friends of your peril, and Elrond has sent many elf lords to rescue you. The situation is not good. There are at least 5 Black Riders behind you, and 4 Black Riders whose whereabouts is unknown. They are the Ring Wraiths, turned into terrifying spirits by the power of Sauron. You will undoubtedly find the ford held against you. You ask about Gandalf. He had not arrived in Rivendell by the time Glorfindel had departed, but that was 8 days ago. We'll get a little movie here.
There is the Ford of Rivendell.
The Black Riders are in hot pursuit, so we better make our way. The Ringbearer cries, go back to the land of Mordor, and trouble me no more. The Black Riders laugh, come back, to Mordor we shall take you. Their dark power sends the Ringbearer toppling from the steed. The Ringbearer cannot move. The riders advance, their triumph all but assured. If you're going to do anything, now is the time. And just like in the Barrow, at the Barrow Downs, we're on a limited, we have limited time to act here. And since we can't move, the only thing we can use is our word of power. So I'm going to use Luthien because well, we have a couple of them. And she has power over the water, so maybe that should help us out here. Yeah, I did this last time I tried to record this video, but basically the riders wash down the river and then Frodo falls off the horse, although it said he already did that. You notice that the cloaks of the riders were washed downstream. Some of them are caught on the riverbanks. And now we are in control of everybody again, and we have the full party here, so I'll put Aragorn back at the lead. Well, now we've dealt with the Black Riders once and for all, thankfully, so we don't have to worry about running into them anymore, at least until the very, very end of the game, in the final area. But so you'll want to continue along this path, and we'll ignore the southern path for now, because first we need to go to Rivendell. Far to the west, an elven voice is singing. Well, maybe he has some important information for us. We should try and find him. A lone elf sits near the waterfall and listens to the sound of the cascade. Well, let's see who we have here. Legolas. I'm ready to join your quest. Well, that seems clear enough, so you'll want to recruit him. And once again, we'll take a look at his items, but he only has a bow. So we'll trade him some armor to protect him. Chainmail and shield. So now we have 2 elves in the party equipped with bows, which will, that'll help a lot since they have ranged weapons. They can attack from anywhere, any enemy pretty much. So if you continue along to the north, pretty soon we'll come to the house here. You have come to the last homely home, Elrond's house, at Rivendell. Here you will rest and be healed from your injuries before the quest resumes. You are welcome to wander freely in this house, for there is much wisdom you might learn. And every time you cross the threshold here, your party will be healed a little bit. So we'll just go in. The game will kind of pause for like a split second, and it's healing you there. So we see Drew and everyone's back to full health now. So the first thing I'm going to do, I think I'm going to stop this video before all too long, but going to go talk to Elrond real quick. And he's this elf here in the southwestern room. Seek Gandalf, for when he has come, the Council of Elrond shall begin. Well, he must be around here somewhere then. He has gone to think by himself at the foot of the mountains east of Rivendell. Well, we'll have to find Gandalf then. Thankfully, he's around here somewhere, after being absent for most of our journey. So we're told that he's to the east. So there should be mountains around here somewhere. Here they are. And that looks a lot like him. Gandalf says we should hurry to the council chamber. The Council of Elrond is about to begin. He disappears. So we can only assume that he must have gone back to Rivendell. The bell in the Tower of Rivendell is ringing. The Council of Elrond has begun. Well, we should go attend the meeting there and see what all the wise people, Elrond and Gandalf and all them, have to say. But I think I'm going to stop this video here, and we will join the Council of Elrond in the next video.